Welcome back. So, in this assignment of Moodle, we would look at how to add assignments. You can probably just add a file and ask students to submit in class, giving a particular deadline which you can announce using either the weekly format or using the discussion forum, or actually you can put up an assignment and ask students to submit online in that assignment mode. So, I will just show you what is normally done. So, let us go back to my Moodle site where I have logged in. So, if you look at the drawing course, then you will see that these sheets are nothing but assignments, and if I just click on them, then it actually tells you what is going on. These are different people who have been asked to draw or sketch certain items and then just submit it. So, this is just a list that has been provided for the students to sketch and bring to class. Now, to load any of these, I would really need to turn the editing on. This is again, as I said, an important button here, and you will notice that once I do that, I can actually add material here to the week, and I can add an activity or resource. So, if I am just adding a file, then I would just go here and say add a file here and then upload it. So, I need to give a name to the file, describe the file and just put it here. That is the simplest thing that I can do, and just tell the students that a file has been uploaded and they need to look at it and submit it appropriately during the class. So, rather than this, especially if it is a computer based course, I will take you to another place. So, let me go back to my dashboard. So, my course is here, and let me take you to the computational methods course and turn the editing on again, and you will notice each of these assignments that I have added. Okay, this says assignment, and when I click, it actually tells you what is going on. So, how do I add this assignment? Well, it is the same. I just go back here to this course and you will see this add an activity or resource. So, let me go to a week where there is no material available. So, I will click on this, and then the very first button out here is for the assignment, and I will just say add. So, now when I add assignment here, I can write an assignment name. Normally, I have been giving a drab name like assignment 1, 2, 3, 4, but I could always say assignment using matrices, and then I can give a description here. Normally, I write out the description here. So, write a program which does the following, and I can actually describe the whole thing here, and you will notice that everything that you had for editing the summary is available here, that I can change the font size, I can make something bold or italicize it, I can use underlining, subscripts, I can use equations and so on. So, I can of course display the description on the course page. If I need to do that, I need to click this button on. Normally, I do not do that, I just allow the heading to be around, and once you click on the heading, you can actually see the description. Now, you will notice that it allows you submissions. The moment I start this whole thing, I have started the whole thing on today, which is 16th May, and it allows me submission starting now, but I can always change it. I will say allow submission starting, let us say 30th May, which is a Monday, okay, starting 9 a.m. So, this is a 24-hour clock. So, the time goes from 0 to 23:59, and then I can have a 7-day period in which they can submit it. So, I will say I will allow the submissions up to 6th June. So, this is what I can do. So, they need to submit this during this time which is available to them to submit. So, normally they would probably upload some file. So, I am just setting the time here, and then what I will do is I will say what kind of submissions normally are allowed. So, in most cases I want the submission to be file submissions, which means they will upload either a program file with the results. So, they will upload different files. I can have how many files they upload. Now, you will notice that you can allow 1, 2 or many files to be uploaded. My particular advice to my students is that they just upload one file where they put the program file and the results together and everything. They can just zip it up and add it, and we can set a maximum limit. This is a reasonably high number. Then in the submission settings, we will need the students to do a few things. For example, we need them, once they have uploaded it, they must click a submit button, and I normally agree to it, and then we do not allow them to resubmit. Otherwise, you can always allow the students to resubmit. You can allow group submissions here. In this section, you can get students to group, and finally you can actually have a notification that comes to you or your TA whenever someone submits their assignment. So, normally if I say notify graders about submissions, if I click this button on to yes, what will happen is as soon as someone uploads an assignment, the grader is sent a mail telling that a submission by so and so has been uploaded, and so on. And we can actually even grade the submissions online. I have not been doing this, but you can actually grade the submissions too online. So, these are various things that you can do to allow people to submit during a certain period, and you make them put up a few files, you can have them graded, etc. So, this flexibility is provided by the Moodle interface, and this is a very valuable way to communicate with students, especially if they have to upload program files, which is necessary in a computational course like the one I was doing. Similarly, we could have used it elsewhere too. For example, in the drawing course, if someone had to do a CAD drawing and upload a PDF file, we could have used the same interface to do it. So, as long as some paper based submission was not needed, this is a very good method to allow students to submit their assignments, and it is a very useful tool. Thank you.